Hello and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XII Let's Play. Alright, we are going to jump right in. So, obviously doing some of the mid-tier hunts right now won't be that challenging. Some of them might still be tough. I don't know for sure because it's been a long time since I've done them, obviously. But what I do want to do is go ahead and get Redis in our group. So we are going to technically move the story forward a little bit until he joins. We may move forward enough to get like a warp crystal, but we definitely don't want to finish the story, okay? As far as keeping him in our group, basically. So let's go ahead, we'll warp back, we'll get some story. Sorry for all that noise with my chair, I can't get it to stop squeaking. But we'll do this first, and we will continue. We still have to go out here to the Cerobi Steppe. We have not even looked at that area yet. It's on my list. I have not forgotten about it, and it is a place where you can get a lot of cool treasures if you want to basically just farm treasure chests. I know I've said that in the past. For this playthrough, I don't really feel like that's where we're at. I would prefer to run the trial and get what I need there. Now, I know I haven't shown much of the trials. I'm struggling with how to actually show that content without it being like 30 episodes. I don't think that'd be super entertaining, if I'm being honest. So what I may do is start recording towards the end of one of the runs, but even then it could still be hours of content. I'm really not sure how I'm going to handle it, or if I'm going to show it at all, but at some point, I'll have to show some of it. Otherwise, it just seems weird. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. This is what's going to trigger him to join us. So, once we do this, there is no going back as far as getting him in our group. Unless, of course, we beat the area. In which case, he'll leave, I believe.
Ships in the water. Send fishing dories if need be. I care not. Glossair engines are as good to us as sky to a fish. Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood. Our armada ran afoul of bad water near the Ridorana Cataract. All engines stopped a sudden. Becalmed. Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems. Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering amidst the waves. Tell me of what happened in Girovegon. From the lay of your eyes, I measure all did not go well. Cid. Was he false, as I feared?
Yes. But we may have caught a glimpse of his true intent. We may now know what it is that Cid searches for.
So the day-affected Nithosite was only a fragment? And these Ocuria I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike this Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethosite's power. If we might break it, the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless. As for the manufactured Nethosite, who can say?
There is another way. We used the Treaty Blade to cut a new stone from the Crest. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Would you like to know the best use of Nethosite? Will or nil, I'll tell you. You pick it up and throw it away.
Either way, we have to find the Suncrest first, right? Don't we? Across the sea, and a tower on a distant shore. Redis?
Familiar words, Vaughn. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ridorana Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore. The strong mist that becalmed your ships is a grimmer yet clearer sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
All well and good, but how do we get there? Those seas are in yacht, as I recall.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a skystone made to resist yacht.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model, it will not work. But, should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in yacht. Lady Ashe, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
All right, there he is. Okay, so technically we don't even have to take off, it would appear. I thought maybe it was going to force us into a cutscene. Okay, great. And there it is. You can now see Redis is with us. Let's look at his gambits. Wow. Wow, he can do a rise. Huh. Now this is interesting. Does this mean he has free serums, or does that mean he would use our serums? That's the question. I don't really want him doing any of that. All I really want him doing is... Oh, actually we want nearest visible. And all we're going to do is berserk him. So you can see... well, we might bubble him and berserk him, but yeah, level 99. I wonder if it'll let us... Probably won't even let us... Yeah, we can't look at his stats, which is a little disappointing. Okay. Well, so now, I mean, really we don't even have to start the next wave. What we can really do is just jump into... I do want to catch up on some hunts, man. We got a lot of hunts to do. We could probably easily go do this. So, you know what? Let's do this next. Okay, so we're going for... Paramina Rift. What's the closest? Maybe there? On the rarest of occasions, by the frozen brook. Okay. Alright, well, that guy, the Trickster, is really quite challenging early to mid-game. Once you first unlock him, he'll probably destroy you, but... Obviously now I doubt we're going to have a problem. He does still have certain things he can do up, like complete physical immunity and sometimes complete magic immunity and things like that. So it can be a little irritating, but we'll get around it. Okay, there's still nothing new here, so we should be good. Now there's still obviously better equipment, but because we have Redis with us, this also means that I could run the trial potentially again, but have a whole nother guy with me. To do a bunch of additional damage, meaning hopefully I can get further and further. So, okay, let's see. We'll go attempt this real quick and see if we can kill this mark, turn it in, and then we'll just jump to the next one because there are some much higher marks that I'd like to get to now. Now, one thing, having Balthier berserked essentially means we also don't get bubble. So, you know what? Let's actually undo this. What do we want on him? I'll put that on him for now. See, that way when he's casting all his stuff... oh, another thing that I really want to do, I'm not sure we'll do it this episode, maybe next one, but I'd like to go and hit up the Great Crystal, even though it's a nightmare to navigate. I have a map pulled up, and I know which treasures I want to get. There's multiple things we can get. You can get the Staff of the Magi, you got Yagu Dark Blade, which we definitely want, Shelga Magic, which we definitely want, Haste Ga Magic, which basically hits everything, that's what the Ga means. We definitely want that. We can get an Artemis bow, but that's not really that important now. We may still pick it up, though. And then we can fight Ultima, plus you could potentially get the Excalibur, but we already have one, so we don't really need that. In addition to that, which we probably won't be fighting at that time, you can also fight Omega Mark 12, that's a really tough fight. But once we unlock all the gates and everything, we can come and go as we please. So I'm thinking that might be pretty neat. Goodness gracious, they're still buffing. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of buffing. Well, as you can see, it only shows 9999 on the health, but since Vaughn has 7700 health, that means he has 15,000 health total, and it does keep track of that. Now, we do need to watch out for green numbers, because if we have that happening, it means we're healing the mob rather than hurting them, and that is obviously not what we want. So, I believe it's this way, but I'm running, so I don't want to undo my... I gotta look. Yes, that's correct. So let's see if we can trigger this hunt to pop out, and then we will be good. Getting around traps is going to be even more annoying now, because we got another person to get around them. Whatever. Annoying. That's extremely annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it is annoying. We'll take care of it with a save crystal here in a sec. Oh, never mind, we're good. At some point we need Asunga as well. That'd be really helpful. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, I thought that was just immediately telling us we were ready. And they got so many like different buffs. I'd like to have him, I could have Redis use an item to berserk himself. You know what? I think I'm just gonna put that in one of his gambits, just so I can turn it on and off as necessary. Here we go. Okay, so once all I have to do now is just when I'm ready to have it, I'll just turn it on. Okay, let's see if we can get Trickster to pop up. Quick 36k, nice. We'll know it's him because it'll be a really big chocobo, basically, is what he looks like. I don't know if you have to kill everything in the zone or to get him to spawn or what. People are constantly casting, so that's not great when you're trying to do high DPS, but I can't help not... Oh, look at this. He's going to walk right into that trap. How much you want to bet? Parallel arrows, nice. Obviously, nothing stands a chance. This is definitely where he is, though, right? Oops. Yes, this is definitely the area he can and will spawn in. So we'll just kill everything just to say we killed it. I killed everything. Let's walk out and back in and let's see if we get lucky. Oh, the Trickster's finally out. Okay. So let me go ahead and... Boom. Okay, let's go. Oh, there he is. Okay, we're absolutely destroying him. Wow, that's a lot of damage, actually. So, what if we do a technique? Will this work? Probably not. Sorry if you hear a dog barking in the background. Not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Okay. So, that did not work. What about if we do something... Shades of Black. Will that work? Nope, that healed. Okay, we just have to wait it out, unfortunately. He's hitting really hard right now. Oh, you know what? I forgot to slow this down. I am sorry about that. So, basically what we're doing here is we're just going to have to wait for this to break or to stop. I believe there's a time limit for this. It's a little disappointing that they auto make this more challenging, but it's not like we didn't destroy him right out of the gate, so... You can see the heals are pretty ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to speed it back up so we can get past this phase here. And eventually we'll just hit him and kill him. Hopefully. If that's not the case, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. But you can see how hard this would have been. Oh, here we go. No more, god dang it, I can't read. Status effects? Actually, you know what? Oh, finally. Oh, I'm healing him. Okay, he's dead. That time you saw the green numbers, so he must have shifted what hurt him and what didn't hurt him. Okay. That fight is really hard. I don't know if that illustrated it to you. I know that was still kind of fast, but, I mean, if it was that... I don't want to say challenging, but if it was that... well, I guess I have to say challenging. What else is there to say? When we're capped out and we have Redis with us, you can imagine what that's like at a lower level. Again, that doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means it's going to be a lot harder. That's all. Alright. Let's roll. So, I just happen to remember, at least I'm pretty sure, that the guy that we turn this into is up here on the mountain. So let's do that real quick. So that's one more hunt down. Easily one of the hardest in my book, as far as like that rank anyways. Between that and Orthos is really tough, unless of course you use the strategy I used. Okay, now who was it? Was it Gertie? Yep. Okay. We'll need the Demios clay for something else later. Okay, great. Now let's quickly... Let's look at what else we have here. So all these are done. Oh, we haven't done that one yet either. Oh yeah, that one's going to be... Okay. Okay, so that's off the Wester Sand. We could probably do that. Just have to wait patiently until it shows itself. I think that has something to do with like clearing the area and then waiting for, like waiting in the sun. Okay. Let's do that one next. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. The Wester Sand. I wonder if this would be closer, or if I should just come out of... I think I'm just going to come out of Ravenastar. I think that'll be quick. I could be wrong, as I so often am. Once we get a couple more of these under our belts, we'll see what's at the Muthru Bazaar. So many cool things that we can do, and it's fun to just know that like so much of the game is open, because I mean we're effectively not that far off from completing the game at this point. We could more than likely very easily complete the game now, but I'm going to do other stuff, so to me, it's just more fun that way. Okay, so we don't want to go down into the little area here. Not yet, anyways. We'll come back to that at some point. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn off his gambits. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? You can just go buy more of those anyway, so it should be fine. I do have to keep looking to see where I'm going, though. So let's run down here. This should be the entrance I believe we need for this mark. Now, I don't remember the person that gave us this mark, so... This is it, yep. Okay. Come on, guys. Quit buffing. Now, we obviously want to be buffed up when we actually get to the mark. Oh my gosh. I don't know why they're just constantly buffing. I'm going to have to turn some of their gambits off because it's kind of getting annoying now. Okay. Let's go ahead and trigger this and see what it is. I don't want to have to worry about it. Okay, great. Okay, let's do this. I think you just wait in the sun here for a minute. Again, I don't really remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure this is it. I am in the sun, correct? Okay, anytime now. Alright, let's just kill a few more things. Maybe you gotta kill everything and then zone back in. I don't know for sure. Probably would have been good to have known. Someone's gonna hit the traps. Oh, there he is. Okay, and I forgot to slow it down, but that was very, very easy. For us, anyways. Sorry about not slowing it down. My bad. I can't remember if I needed to come in from this side. I think I need to come in from the other side to fully unlock this area, but I don't know that that's even necessary at this point, so... Okay, let's just run out of here, and we'll turn this one in. Because, like I said, we have so many that we need to do. And I do love the later hunts. They're very cool. I definitely want to have those recorded. I think maybe doing 2 hunts at max, like per episode, should be okay. That's kind of what I've been doing. Sometimes I do 3 or something, but just in general, it's probably better not to do but so many. So we can, you know, so both like viewers and myself, if I want to go back and reference it, I can just pull up. I can pull up the right episode and be able to just kind of see what I'm looking for here. Okay. Excellent. Now let's quickly check to see where we turn that in. I don't recall exactly who that was, so let's... I think it was in the tavern? Yeah, Tavern Master. Okay, cool. Well, sometimes I remember. Sometimes not so much. Yeah, suffice to say, though, I'm I'm not all that scared of anything right now, but again, that does not mean there aren't certain ones that will absolutely wreck us if you're not paying attention. So, knocking out some of these 5s. We're going to have 6s, 7s, 8s, I think. Okay, there we go. Serpent Eye. Nice. Okay, so that's another one down. Well, we won't look at that since we're kind of towards the end, but you know what we will do? Just because it was on my list of things to knock out, and it won't take but a second, I'm sure. We're going to get some revenge on our little demon wall that made us run when we first got to him. We're going to go back and murder that demon wall. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, because that isn't going to take but a sec. Now, something that will take us a little bit of time to get to, and possibly could be pretty challenging to kill, eventually is going to be when we go back to the Great Crystal and we fight Ultima. We could struggle with that. I don't know. It could, if you can zerg them fast enough, you won't even have to worry about it. But this is going to be a joke. It'll probably be a one-shot, if I had to guess. Poor little guy. Okay. 2-shot. I think Vaughn's hit would have killed him automatically anyways, but alright. At least you'll be able to see what happens if you do this earlier in the game, which, remember, it is possible to do it around level 20-ish. If you have enough quickenings, you could potentially kill this guy and then trigger a secret area. Which, in the original version, remember, you can get a really nice sword if you do it. And in this version, they took out the sword. I don't really think it's anything of value anymore, unfortunately, but it's not going to make you super ultra overpowered like it used to in the original, the non-Zodiac version, basically. Touch the jewel. And there it is. So you have access on both sides. We're not really going to do that because it's not really relevant at this point. But if you can kill that guy early, that is where you'd go. And you'd follow it. It basically loops around on itself, so it's not like you can get lost. There's a specific area where there used to be a chest that could spawn, and then if it did, it had a chance to be a specific sword, but that is no longer how it works, so at least to my knowledge anyways. Okay, now, where are we going to go? Let's go to the port for now. So one thing that's on my list is the Earth Tyrant that's in the Ester Sand. We'll have to do a mini quest to kill him. He's not exactly a top priority, but it would be neat to do it just for the sake of documenting it. So we will probably do that at some point. And like I said, I'm not sure if it'll be the next episode. We got to be really prepared to go into the Great Crystal. And that could be multiple episodes just because there's so much going on. But yeah, we will probably do that next, and we'll continue. We'll continue with our hunts too. We may jump into some hunts and then go to the Great Crystal, but I'd love to have that Shelga magic, the Haska magic, and some of the other stuff. So anyways, I do hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.